Hey gang, Carl White here, and I'm here for your quick hit. All right, so the idea is how do we get more loans like right now? One way to get more loans is to keep more of those deals that you're going after. In other words, how do you stop the rate shoppers? Like, what's a way to stop the rate shoppers how do we convert more of those that can get a loan that's calling us now? Because that's the biggest no-brainer ever because you already spent the money to talk to the person, right? You already did the advertising or the referral partner or the class or the Facebook ad or whatever. You've already done the heavy lifting. Now it's just, and they're going to buy a house. Now the question is, are they going to use you or somebody else? So if you can convert more of those, well, that gets you more deals like right now. So my very dear friend, longtime friend of mine, one of our Freedom Club leaders, Richard Smith, loan officer, came up with this very clever thing, and I thought I'd share it with you. What he does and what we now do is when we take an application on a client, we send them this little flow sheet, right? We send them this little flow sheet. And on this flow sheet, it talks about all the different steps. See, the consumer thinks this is an easy process. I just fill out, like they watch the Rocket Mortgage commercials online and go, they think, we all know that's all smoke and mirrors, but they think I just push a couple buttons. I got a job. I got good credit. I got a down payment. This is simple as pie. You, Mr. Loan Officer, Mrs. Loan Officer, don't have to hard to do any work whatsoever. And so I'm going to shop around because this would go, my loan is going to close no matter who I go through, right? And we know that that's not the case. They just don't know that. They're not trying to be uncool or anything. They just don't know. And so we found when we send them this flow sheet of everything that happens in the loan process, they get a picture. This is complicated, and there's a lot of things that go wrong, and I want to know who's doing all these things. And so it goes over like, you provide financial information. We discuss financing offers. You make an offer. They have to accept the pre-approval letter. There's a home inspection. There's title work. There's appraisal. There's processing. There's underwriting. There's a commitment date. There's conditions. There's a cleared for closing. There's a schedule for closing. This is a big process. There's a lot of steps to this. And when they see the complexity of this flow chart, they get the idea that, hey, this isn't as simple as we thought. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. I want to know that who I'm doing my loan through knows what they're doing. And this is not like a rubber stamp thing like I might have thought, right? That's what goes through the consumer's head. So we found that when we send this thing out that Richard Smith came up with, and kudos to Richard Smith, this really cut down on the rate shoppers because now they get an idea of how complicated the situation is, and they need a true loan expert, which is you, and not some internet fly-by-night person getting paid minimum wage working for a big internet bank kind of thing. So very clever little thing. I really like this. And then we get on the phone with them like when we're going over their package, and we go over this flow sheet too, just to let them know all the pieces and all the things go wrong. Which, by the way, when there is a little snag, and we all get them in our files sometimes, situations come up, we've made it very crystal clear in the beginning that, hey, this is a complicated process, and I might, Mr. or Mrs. Borrower, I might need your help, to help ensure that we close on time. So very clever little sheet. There's a little button on this page. I'll be happy to send this to you. Just tell me what email address to send it to. I guess another way, if you send, put in your phone number, something like that, we'll take a picture and text it to you and send you a copy of this thing too. So I love it. That's it. Nice and simple. It's way easier to save a deal than to go out and get a new one. We like doing both, but let's save the deals first. My name's Carl White. Thanks again to Richard Smith, and we'll send this wherever you tell us to. So thanks a lot, guys, and appreciate you being part of the Quick Hits.
This is Mortgage News Network.